I'm your host, Davida Shinsky, and you're listening to Live Without Limits, Dreams Can Come True. Today's show is 5 practical tips to becoming more productive according to science. Well, one of the things about time management is that it helps you become more productive. Does it feel like a challenge to stay productive throughout the day? If so, there is still some scientifically proven tactics that will help you stay on top of your game. Take a look at the list of what we will be talking about today and choose which one suits you best. From actively changing the space to acknowledging your shortcomings, here are some of the many scientifically backed tricks that can help you make your weekday go more smoothly. 5 tips to help you become more productive. Actively schedule a time to tackle large tasks to avoid procrastination. Procrastination is one of the most common productively killers. So if you struggle to stay focused during your workday, it could be because you procrastinate. That is one of the biggest things that time management talks about, procrastination. So always be aware of the things that you do on a daily basis because it's easy to procrastinate when it comes time to get started. Now, for instance, I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I know that I like to go check my emails or that I like to read the news. So I make sure that the things that I kind of like to do, that I get those things out of the way first thing. And mostly every day I do this little video that's a motivational video to help my followers recognize that they have control over their lives. And procrastination is one of the things that you do have control over. By scheduling time each day to tackle large tasks that need immediate attention to combat the problem. The thing is, our brains become less creative and more rigid when working under pressure, as the science of learning shows. This is why it's helpful to work on the hard tasks first and then take a break from work every once in a while. Log out or log your work activities to see what's working and what's not. Now, here's the thing. The platform that I use to keep my website on and my learning courses, and that I can create my emails on, and I can create my magazines on, that I convert to ebooks. Well, one of the things that they have done is put out a daily planner or a monthly planner for you to keep a record of things online so that you can actually watch what you're doing every day on a daily basis. And it talks about focusing in on your goals and talks about things like what are your weekly rituals that help you to keep yourself motivated, like journaling, exercise, family time, things that would help you to understand where your business is. And then they also have like a pre-planning that you can do on a weekly basis so that you actually know exactly what your time is going to be doing. And one of the things that you can do is list out at the beginning of the week all the tasks that you need to accomplish that week. And they do it by the month so that you can, and then they have something where you can do it on a daily basis. Like what you're doing at 6 a.m. and what are you doing at 7 a.m. and just the different things that can help you keep track of your business on a daily or a monthly basis. For instance, one of the things that I do is because I know where I'm at, and it also tells you, keeps you out of what you've spent and what you've earned, so that you know how much you're making on a daily basis, which is really good because it keeps you tracked and really going where you need to be on a regular basis. So think about those things. Think about how you can build that business and know exactly where you're at and what's going on with your business. And it also helps you to understand exactly where you're going on a regular basis. For instance, we don't always think about the things that we want, but we need to be sure of what we're doing and how we're doing it. So, what's special about today, and what do you need to do on an hourly basis so that you know exactly how your time is being spent? And be sure to make sure that you know exactly how you are taking and doing what you need to do for your business on a daily basis. And here's the thing: a straightforward way is by using an app that sends your completed work items directly to an email so that you can track everything without having to log into one specific platform. Doing this will help you track your progress and ensure that nothing falls through the cracks. Break down the tasks into smaller, less daunting pursuits. Another way that you can often unintentionally waste productive time is by taking on too many jobs at once. If you are working on several projects or trying to complete several different tasks, it will be hard to keep everything in order and ensure that nothing gets lost in the shuffle. When working on a project, make sure that it's not too large for yourself. If it's too complicated, it's better to keep your projects broken down into a smaller task, like 3 to 6 items, as mentioned at the University of Georgia. Avoid multitasking and switching between unrelated tasks too often. When you are doing several tasks simultaneously, this can cause a delay in completing them, since they will become unorganized because there is no consistent focus. It may also lead to frustration if not enough attention is given while working on these tasks. In this kind of situation, it's best to choose one area task that you are working on and work exclusively within it for the time being. But will this will help solidify your concentration so that other related jobs don't become overwhelming. Find a productive place to work that is appealing to and inspiring. Physical space does affect productivity, according to a study. Make physical adjustments to increase productivity. Wear headphones when doing computer work. Invest in a standing desk if possible. Also, change up the arrangement of your workspace regularly to stimulate creating the problem solving skills. Like any other habit, making time to reflect on what you're doing can help keep things in perspective. You may discover that the most productive times for specific tasks or projects doesn't coincide with when it's convenient, and this can help you be more efficient. Making small changes can have a large impact on productivity. There you have it. This is not an exclusive list, but I implore everyone who wants to become more productive in their work or life to try these simple steps in addition to doing their best work. So, we've been talking about productivity, and productivity is so important in everything we do today. So, here's some other things to think about, that not only being productive, but having the right mindset is so important today. And what do we want you to do? Well, first, you can go and take my 5-day challenge, and you can go to changeyourthoughtschallenge.com/join the challenge. And the first day, we will talk about how the unconscious thoughts affect your communication. On the second day, we will talk about how toxic relationships affect your mindset. And on the third day, we're going to talk about the workplace culture. On the fourth day, we're going to talk about how to change those negative thoughts to more positive ones and become successful. And on the fifth day, we will review everything. So I look forward to seeing you on my next challenge.